Did you know there's an entirely different universe of apps that rich people use? Let's get you plugged in. Here are 15 apps rich people use. Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Number 1. Twitter. You might be thinking, but I use Twitter as well. When surveying wealthy individuals about their app of choice in terms of content consumption, Twitter came up as their go-to app. You might be using Twitter to send out snarky tweets and memes, but rich people use it mostly as a news platform. If you take the time to curate your feed, you can get a real-time news feed that's more filtered and tailored to your specific interests than anything you get on TV. Just follow the journalists you like, build yourself some diverse lists, and occasionally engage with people you look up to. It'll make all the difference. Number 2. Raya and Luxy. You're not going to use Tinder if you're really rich or famous. Not only might you run into the kind where enemies are after them, but more often than not, you'll get kicked off because people will report you for catfishing. This is a big problem in the dating world, so of course, someone decided to make bank on it. That's how Raya and Luxy came to be. These are two different dating apps specializing in famous, rich, and good-looking people. Really, they'll kick you off the app for being both ugly and poor. We're not saying we necessarily agree with it, we're just letting you know how it is. Number 3. Coinbase, Binance, and Ledger Live. Everyone we spoke to has a crypto management app on their phone. This is used for their hot wallets. Rich people are smart enough to secure their crypto on hardware wallets, but you need some for fast transactions. Although higher net worth individuals have a custodian taking care of their holdings, if you're merely a millionaire, you probably are doing it on your own, buying some dips and putting in some trades, so it comes in handy having it all on your phone. The go-tos are Coinbase and Binance. Gemini app also came up a few times for US individuals. Number 4. Signal and Telegram. Although plenty of action goes down in the DMs, both on Twitter and Instagram, more personal conversations usually take place on Signal and Telegram. These apps don't track you the same way Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp do. They don't back up chats on the iCloud that any prying eyes can see. In our conversations, Slack was the preferred app of choice when it came to talking to your team or other business-related chats. Something interesting here is that rich people don't have Zoom or Google Meets on their phone, only on laptops. That way they separate work from personal. If you're important enough, you might get a call on FaceTime, but that's about it. Number 5. Vanguard, Fidelity, and banking apps. With your crypto holdings taken care of, it's time to take care of stocks and eventually your cash savings. If your net worth is over 10 million, you probably are at least a little diversified in the stock market. The go-to choice is the Vanguard Index Fund that tracks the S&P 500, but it's rivaled closely by the Fidelity one. These apps are on every phone. They call these portfolios the slow money because they appreciate at an almost predictable rate every year. And apart from stocks and index fund apps, there was no phone we found without a banking app. You need to check your balance sheet for daily purchases. The richer you are, the fewer times you open your banking app unless you're doing a larger transaction or moving money around from one account to the other. Number 6. Google and Apple Calendar. The wealthier you are, the more you value your time. Calendars are an essential part of not letting your life fall into chaos. Also, if something ends up on your calendar, it's important enough so you end up doing it. Because these are both native to iOS and Android, they're also the go-to choice for keeping track of things. But the truth is, the busier the calendar and busier the mind, the less likely you are to be creating anything exceptional. Number 7. James Edition and Sotheby's International Realty. Some of you might already know about these, but they are curated marketplaces for the super rich. If you're looking to buy a $100,000 watch, you go to platforms like James Edition or Chrono24. If you're looking for high-end real estate, you're probably directly in touch with Sotheby's or Christie's. Once in a while, you might open up a Zillow or whatever real estate app is trending in your geography, just to keep in touch with the average property prices. But for rare and premium sales, you go through an elite agency that can assure you you're not wasting your time. Number 8. Tidal, Spotify, and Apple Music. Well, would you look at that? Rich people are just like us. Music is for everybody, so of course they have a subscription to all the music apps out there. The least known of the three is Tidal, which Jay-Z recently sold to Square. Not to sound like a music snob or anything, but having songs in hi-fi plus quality gives a new dimension to premium music that most people have never experienced before. But overall, they get the job done. Number 9. iVIP Black, Black Cab, XO-Jet, and Flyblade. For number 9 on the list, we're looking at mobility apps. Sure, once in a while you might call an Uber Select or order a Lyft, but most of them would rather not do it, especially since more recently you get a lower tier car even with Uber Select. That's where different versions of Black Cab came around. Basically, Uber, but guaranteed premium vehicles like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi, all the way up to Rolls-Royce. iVIP Black is like a concierge that supposedly helps you book tables at exclusive restaurants and take care of everything you need. Most of the people we talked about it with, they know about it, they downloaded it, but never actually used it. For transportation, XO-Jet and Flyblade are the Ubers of private jets and helicopters. Number 10. Alux app and other meditation apps. There's no way we could do an app video without shamelessly letting you know that last week we launched what we believe to be the best self-help and productivity app out there. But, we might be a little bit biased. The Alux app is like a mentor or high-performance coach in your pocket. With your yearly subscription, every morning you get an audio session that focuses your efforts in order for you to crush your day and get what you really want from life. It's available for download at alux.com/app, and you can try it out for 7 days for free, which is a no-brainer. The other meditation apps that rich people enjoy are Calm and Headspace. Both of them focus on relaxing your mind and putting you to sleep. Number 11. Whispers, My Bentley, and Tesla app. You probably have no idea that Rolls-Royce even has an app, and it's actually pretty cool. While My Bentley and the Tesla app have the companion function to the car you drive, Whispers is like a premium niche editorial app for the super rich. You get exclusive articles and content tailored to the type of person who buys a Rolls-Royce, and we think that's pretty dope. Both My Bentley and Tesla apps offer up car diagnoses and everything, but with the technological developments at Tesla, we're excited about the Summon feature to be rolled out and available everywhere. Number 12. Priority Pass and accommodation apps. Once you've got at least $1 million in your bank account, Visa or MasterCard will take way better care of you when you travel. Just by being wealthy, you get a Priority Pass, which grants access to most luxury lounges around the world. You have in-airport hotels, showers, chef-cooked food, and priority lanes to boarding. Once you get to your destination, that's where Bonvoy, the Four Seasons app, and more come into play. And you might not know this, but even Airbnb has something reserved for the rich called Airbnb Luxe, where you're getting the ultimate luxury accommodations. Number 13. Books app. Not even kidding, this is probably the top 3 most used apps on our iPad. We spend more on books yearly than the cost of the iPad Pro on which they sit. We love taking notes, saving relevant paragraphs, and creating complex idea matrices. Wealthy people read a lot more than rich people. That's how they become wealthy and not end up broke in 5 to 10 years. We recommend digital books because of their low footprint, but we're suckers for holding a real book in our hand, we can't lie. So we usually end up getting both versions for ease of access depending on where we are. Number 14. The LVMH apps. You know those pictures where rich people walk out of luxury stores holding all those bags? They're the pretenders. They actually aren't wealthy, they just want to impress others with some money. Here's how it actually goes down around the true wealthy. You don't go to Gucci or Dior. Instead, they come to your house. Yep, they bring a rack of clothes and shoes from their latest collection to your home, and you get to browse and try them on. You tell them what you want, and either you keep them then and there, or they deliver them to you in the next few days. The reason why you'd have the Louis Vuitton, Dior, or other apps on your phone is to facilitate quick tracking and smooth access to your concierge. And lastly, Number 15. YouTube and Netflix. If there's one thing rich people love is unlimited access, on-demand, and large libraries. YouTube Premium and Netflix provide both of these. The beauty of it all is that they're on demand. Unlike TV where you need to watch the news at fixed hours, here you can do it on your own time. Something you might not realize is that only 15% of the world population is using iOS, so the rest of the world is using Android. On all of those Android devices, YouTube comes pre-installed. This is the reason why we've invested so much time and effort here on YouTube. Our content is available for everyone, no matter where you live and how much money you have. But based on our analytics, the people watching our videos are more educated than the YouTube average, and also are earning more than the YouTube average. You guys are like a subset of a subset here on YouTube, which is why Alux remains the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. And with that, we want to pass the question on to you. Which is the most valuable app on your phone? Let us know which app on your phone has improved your life the most. We're really curious to see the differences between different parts of the world. And as for those of you who've managed to get to this point in the video, we've got a bonus waiting for you, of course. The value of apps lies in the routines they help you to build. Without realizing it, you've built some phone usage routines you might not be particularly aware of. The fact that you check your phone before you kiss your partner good morning. The fact you no longer go to the bathroom without your phone. The fact that you forgot how to stand still and process what's happening around you is pretty destructive long term. We love our phone and how much we use it for both productivity and entertainment. But unless you build it into a routine, it'll do more harm than good. In this bonus, we'll share what works for us. Maybe you can adapt it to your own life. When waking up, for the first 30 minutes, we don't look at our phones. No matter what happened during the night, it can be solved 30 minutes later. If you immediately check your email or notifications, you're more likely to find something that displeases you, which immediately changes the chemicals in your brain, putting you into fight or flight mode. Instead, we snuggle our partner, then we get out of bed to move our body and make some coffee. We follow this up with 15 minutes of focused meditation, where we're not trying to relax the mind, but go through what we have to do today to get to where we want to be in life. This is specifically why we built the Alux app the way we did and why it's a game changer. Nobody else does it like this. We get online and tackle the most important task immediately. This allows us to get the highest value added before noon. All meetings or Zoom calls are in the second half of the day. Trust us, you're not going to get much done after those meetings because in our experience, they're super draining. When having dinner, we engage in conversation with our partner instead of watching Netflix or something else. After dinner, we spend some digital time for entertainment: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. Stop using screens so closely to your face before bedtime. Instead, we have a physical book on our nightstand. Right now, we're reading The Lincoln Highway by Amar Towles because we love the way he writes. We have alarms set up for the entire week so we constantly wake up at the same time every day, helping to build that routine. So far, it's worked for us, and that early focused meditation session is the key to overcoming procrastination or wasting time during the day. Try the Alux app for free for 7 days and see what happens. If you've got a morning routine going or are in the process of building one, write the letters MW in the comments. They stand for Morning Win. We're curious to see how many of you win your mornings. Thank you for watching this video, Aluxer. If you found it valuable, consider subscribing to our channel and joining our awesome community. And if you're still hungry for more, we handpicked this video for you to watch next. Or head over to our website for more amazing content. See you tomorrow.